Hey guys, and welcome back to a Sly Cooper discussion video. Now E3 has ended. Unfortunately, nothing about Sly was mentioned whatsoever. Not even a tiny update about the movie was mentioned. Okay, I understand the movie's still not in production, but production can mean anything. Even if they don't currently have a script for the movie, I'm sure they can come up with a brand new trailer revealing new characters, with maybe updated designs. But let's take Ratchet & Clank for example. The second trailer was basically a story trailer, so to my understanding, production in this case means writing a script and coming up with a brand new trailer which follows the script basically. So I'm gonna assume that once the movie gets green lighted, we'll get a brand new trailer which follows the script. Well, Monroe does actually have a draft written. Maybe they could make a trailer based off that, but only time will tell, right? Now about Sly Cooper 5 at E3. I know I made a video discussing about it, but I didn't get my hopes up. And not getting my hopes up was, I guess, the right thing to do. Nothing was announced regarding that game. And it sucks, I know. Okay, now, what is the point of this video? Look, a long time ago, I stumbled upon this discussion on GameFAQs. The discussion was about this leaskter, insider, who apparently predicts a bunch of games that are going to come out in the future. Some people believe he secretly works for Sony, some people believe he works for another company, no one really knows. But apparently, some stuff that he mentioned, some stuff that he actually predicted or leaked, let's say, came true. And here's a list of games which he predicted and came true. Okay, that's interesting, that's impressive and all, but what does this have to do with Sly Cooper? Look, I don't want you guys to get your hopes up. This thing on GameFAQs is probably not even relevant anymore. Okay, now this insider or leakster, let's say, who goes by the name Verendus, mentioned another Sly Cooper game back then. And like I said guys, this is probably not even relevant anymore. This was discussed in 2013. Plus, anyone can predict a bunch of games. And why didn't I make this video earlier? Well, that's the thing, anyone can predict stuff, and that's why I didn't really make a video about this. But at a point, I realized that a lot of stuff that he predicted actually came true. What if this guy actually secretly works for Sony? I don't know. I'm saying what if, guys, alright? So, grain of salt. This is only pure speculation. Now, someone on GameFAQs tried researching this guy a bit. He went over everything that he mentioned over the years, and he also went over the stuff that he mentioned about another Sly Cooper game. And what exactly was mentioned? Let's go over it. Okay, on July 4th, 2013, Verendus mentioned that another Sly is coming. We didn't get any game, right? However, in 2014, a Sly movie was announced, right? And when exactly was it announced? It was announced on January 28th, 2014. Next, on October 13th, 2014, Verendus mentioned Sly yet again. Back then, there was no indication of another Sly Cooper game whatsoever. He mentioned Sly on July 4th, 2013, but a movie was announced. If so, why would he mention a Sly Cooper game again after the movie was announced? Either he was trying to predict it or he was messing around. But like I said before, a lot of games that he mentioned actually came true. However, on November 14th, 2014, Sanzaru explained on their Facebook page that they were not working on a Sly Cooper game with PlayStation. And at that point, a lot of fans just got upset. And you know what's crazy? A lot of people still keep asking Sanzaru about Sly 5 in the comment section. And honestly, I do not understand why they're doing that. Okay, I get it, a lot of people want Sly 5, but here's the thing guys, Sanzaru doesn't own the game, Sony owns the IP. So Sony is the one who ultimately makes the decision. Look, Sanzaru Games absolutely loves Sly Cooper. If Sony said yes, they would jump right into it. And this brings me to another thing. At E3 2015, there was an interview with Sanzaru Games' Matt Kramer, and the interviewer asked Kramer about Sly 5. Kramer replied, "We're up for it, but the decision is made by Sony." Now here's one thing I don't understand. In 2014, Sanzaru explained that they were not working on a game with PlayStation. Why mention something completely different than what was mentioned in their post on Facebook? This interview was posted on June 18th, 2015. Now since Matt Kramer replied differently during the interview, is something going on? Why mention we're no longer working on a game and then mention we're up for it? Maybe Matt Kramer said that to prove that Sanzaru cares about the series, and I'm pretty sure they do. I know Sly 4 ended with a cliffhanger, and I'm pretty sure that Sanzaru was already planning on making Sly 5. However, they only developed the game. They don't own the game. Like I said, Sony owns the game. Sly 4 was originally supposed to have an episode in ancient Egypt. Who knows, maybe we were about to meet Sly Tutankhamun 1. And due to the PS Vita's size limits, they took it out. And they probably told themselves that they'll make Sly 5 in the future. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it these days. Okay, here's something else I want to mention about Verendus. On July 4th, 2013, a user posted this following question. Didn't Sly 4 actually sell pretty well? Verendus replied, yep, it did really well. That's why we'll be getting another one. Okay, up until now, Sly Cooper 4 has sold over 500,000 copies. Now since Verendus said, yep, it did pretty well, is this good enough to convince Sony that Sly Cooper 5 must happen? Well, he replied way back in 2013. Maybe the game sold pretty well during the first couple of weeks. And with that, he explained that Sly Cooper 5 is going to happen. Sly Cooper is a pretty underrated series. Is 500,000 copies enough to convince Sony that fans want another sequel? I'm not sure. Oh, and by the way, for those who are curious, I'm getting these numbers from VG charts. Here's another thing about Verendus. On December 12th, 2014, he explained that Final Fantasy XII HD Remaster on current gen is confirmed. And guess what? What he said is all true. We're actually getting an HD remaster. Not only that, he also mentioned a Final Fantasy spin-off. I'm gonna assume that he meant World of Final Fantasy. Maybe, just maybe, that might convince us that this guy might actually be a leakster of some sort. But again, anyone can predict stuff, right? Now, on August 30th, 2013, an article popped up online, basically revealing studios or developers that would make exclusive content for PlayStation systems. And here's a picture I found. We noticed Sanzaru Games. Okay, since this article was posted on August 30th, 2013, what has Sanzaru Games developed so far? If I'm not mistaken, between that date and today, Sanzaru Games brought us a PS Vita collection of God of War, and this collection was released in North America on May 6, 2014. Since Sanzaru Games is in the list of developers, does this mean that we'll get future games by Sanzaru Games on the PlayStation 4? Maybe. Could it be Sly Cooper 5? Maybe. But I don't know anymore. Could this whole thing about the E3 2015, this leakster, could all of these lead towards the fact that the movie might actually encourage Sly 5? Could Sly Cooper 5 be a movie tie-in? Sony owns Sly Cooper, right? How many fans have sent messages to Sony? And how many times have they replied? I'm gonna guess 0. If I'm mistaken, just mention it in the comment section. Now this could mean two things. Either they want to surprise fans one day, or they simply don't care about the series. What I don't understand is, why is Sony so quiet? Sanzaru left a reply in 2014. Why isn't Sony leaving a reply on Twitter? Tons of fans are sending messages every single day. At least mention something like, Sly Cooper 5 is currently not in the works, or something like that. Like something, at least 2 words. No would even suffice. Anyways, like I said in the beginning, this is all pure speculation, guys. Grain of salt. Before I end the video, guys, about Crash Bandicoot. We learned at E3 that the first 3 games are getting fully remastered from the ground up. And about that, there seems to be a lot of confusion going on. So I plan on making a video to update you guys a bit more. Now, before this remaster was announced, a lot of people were expecting a brand new game. And about that, an insider on NeoGAF by the name Enter the Dragon Punch posted this. Oh, by the way, last I've heard, there's still a new game coming. SIEJ, Sony Interactive Entertainment Japan. Now, after going through the discussion on NeoGAF, a lot of people on the website seem to believe this user. He may be right, I've never heard of this user before. And notice that it's Sony Interactive Entertainment Japan. Is the Japanese company working on a brand new Crash game? If they are working on a brand new Crash game, then why keep it a secret? Why didn't they announce it at E3? If this is true, I mean, could the remaster possibly be a source of advertisement for the new game? Probably. Who knows what Sony and Activision are up to. Plus, the remaster is going to gather a whole new bunch of people, no doubt. Could Sony and Activision have planned this a long time ago? Could the remaster be step 1? Step 1 as in bring back people to the series. If what Enter the Dragon Punch mentioned is true, could the remaster possibly show us a teaser for the new game? What do you guys think? Do you think that Activision and Sony are hiding this from us? Could Sony be hiding Sly Cooper 5 from us? The day we get a brand new trailer for the movie, do you think that Sly 5 might perhaps get announced? Like seriously, Why end the game on a cliffhanger? That's the question we all ask ourselves every single day. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video right here. Now guys, tell me what you think. Do you think Verandis and Enter the Dragon Punch are reliable sources for leaks and stuff like that? Have you ever heard of these users before? Now, if you want to check out the stuff from NeoGAF, I'll leave everything in the description. And as always, I've been Vivi, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.